the show for brown ladies and marginalized folk. If you think you know, baby, you probably don't. But I'm glad you tuned in, cause it's about to be dope. Stick around for the Baby Biscuit Town show. Biscuit Town show, Biscuit Town show, yeah. Biscuit Town show, Biscuit Town show. Hey Biscuits, thanks for tuning in. You're watching Baby Biscuit Town. Sweet lady, sweet lady. Uh-oh, that's the sweet lady alarm. You know what that means. I wonder who this week's sweet lady could be. Hey look, it's Amber Ruffin. She may be off book, but I'm not. Amber Ruffin is an incredible multi-talented entertainer. She's a writer, comedian, actress, author, playwright, and TV show host. Hailing from Omaha, Nebraska, Amber began her career in theater and improv. She's gone on to write for television, everything from Late Night with Seth Meyers to a Black Lady sketch show. Recently, she teamed up with her sister Lacey to co-author the New York Times best-selling book, You'll Never Believe What Happened to Lacey: Crazy Stories About Racism. And be sure to watch her as host of The Amber Ruffin Show on Peacock TV. You won't find a late night show as original. The Amber Ruffin Show is full of honest history, hilarious commentary, and a good dose of musical flair. Amber Ruffin is funny, talented, and completely unafraid to tell the truth. That's why she's this week's sweet lady. Hey Biscuits! Thanks for tuning in to Baby Biscuit Town. Today's guest on the program is highly distinguished. She's been highlighting Black-owned businesses in Dayton for 3 incredible seasons of her show, What's the Biz with TJ? She's a talk show host, economic advocate, and true lover of community. Please help me welcome Tejal TJ Cartwright. Thank you for being on the program.
Thank you for having me. I love Baby Biscuit Town. And if you aren't already watching, make sure you guys tune in. This is one of the best shows ever. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's an honor. So I'm curious. I know you always wanted to host a talk show. What inspired you to promote Black-owned businesses to this medium?
Well, I was doing a lot of community work back when I moved back home in 2016 up until about 2019, but I was always like kind of inconsistent. So I would join a group and would only be a part of it for like 2 months or something, and would kind of like lose interest, not losing interest in the community, but what I was doing. So I was like, okay, there's got to be a way that I can find something, you know, and merge what I love and community work at the same time. And so I started getting back into like me. And I was like, okay, I want to host, but what do I want to host? And so, I don't know, I'm not sure if you're familiar with These Deals, but I would like shop there, and nobody knew what These Deals was. Like, everybody who knows me needs to know what These Deals is, because they just have the best clothes, and it's a thrifty boutique, so it's like a thrift store. And I have terrible times at other thrift stores. I interviewed Zante, who's the owner. Shout out to Zante, because she just really, I was just like, I want to interview you. And she was like, okay. So we did one interview maybe a year prior to starting What's the Biz, and then we did another interview a year later. And after that second interview, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this consistently. And that was the birth of season 1 of What's the Biz. It didn't even, like, if you go back to the first episode, it doesn't even say What's the Biz. It's like my personal logo and just like Tejal and These Deals. It's kind of like a secret artifact for me.
Wow, it's cool to see the progression then, yeah? So why, in your opinion, is it so important to empower Black people economically?
Well, I've been in spaces and meetings where money make the decision for our communities. And we don't get to make a lot of decisions for ourselves, for our children. That's where I started noticing there were a lot of people with a lot of money making decisions for Black and brown children who weren't Black and brown, and it was solely because they had money and power. Right. And so I started noticing that, and I'm like, no, like, our businesses, and we need to have people in power, you know, make decisions for us. And so it was like, let's support Black businesses so they can have things to say and have power in dating. And so that was important for me. Power and decision making come from money, and so we just have to keep the money in our community so that we can make the decisions for ourselves.
Wow. What an inspiration. It is so important. I know for a time, supporting Black businesses became trendy in 2020. How can we keep the momentum going and support Black business for years to come?
It did become trendy. I got a lot of followers that year.
Nice.
We can just support by just word of mouth, leaving reviews, telling Black businesses, like how they can support us as customers. Because a lot of times before, I'm not sure if this happens, I don't hear about this happening a lot lately, but a Black business will make a mistake and it's like, oh, I'm done with that,
Right.
Instead of being like, hey, this is what's up, this is what happened, this is how I feel like you can improve probably. I don't know the best way to say it, I guess with a great intention in your heart and just not coming at Black business owners crazy, but then have an understanding too, like, sometimes Black businesses are not going to be like your target or something like that. But once we continue to support them and help them build those resources, who knows what they can do. So I think just staying focused. And I only think, honestly, it became trendy for certain people,
Right.
And I would tell those people to still shop Black. But I think for like our community, I feel like 2020 really strengthened us. And for me, it didn't feel trendy for, the Black community. It felt like an awakening. And so I see more consistency, more relationships that are built and are stronger. And I'm just really happy. Like, I really feel like, What's the Biz was a part of that. We didn't create that space, but we were able to contribute to that community. So that just makes me really happy.
Wow. That's inspiring, actually. I understand you're planning to make a 3-part documentary series. It's like the behind the scenes of What's the Biz. What can viewers expect from this forthcoming series?
This is an exclusive. I haven't told anybody this.
Exclusive?
It's an exclusive. They can expect to get to know my story. I feel like it's really important. And I always wanted to tell the story of What's the Biz. And I've just been hearing this quote in my head. I don't know if I heard it from somewhere. It's like, if you don't tell your story, other people will tell it for you. So I feel like there's been a lot of misconceptions about What's the Biz, especially since last year. What's the Biz started before, last year. And so I just really want to get the stories out there about who I am. Because I was going through a lot in a couple of the seasons. So I really want to get that perspective. And I really want people to go back and watch the episodes and kind of like see what I'm talking about, or like see if they can detect, I just always like when people put out stuff and then they're like, yeah, I was actually sick. Like Beyonce, she'll be like, I was actually battling through a stomach virus when I did. I'm like, what, girl? I can kind of tell right there, I'm about to throw up. So I don't know, I'm just excited to tell the story of What's the Biz. We've highlighted over 130 Black-owned businesses. Why not highlight us?
Wow, that's a great statistic. 130. Wow. Okay. Well, Biscuits, stay tuned. We'll be right back with more from TJ.
Did you know? Baby Biscuit began as a series of doodles. The little afro-wearing dreamer girl in the margins of all of my notebooks. In 2020, she inspired the main persona of my TV show, Baby Biscuit Town. By summer 2022, I officially founded my video post-production and animation business, Baby Biscuit Studios. Just last month, I pitched the business concept in front of 3 distinguished judges for Launch Dayton's Entrepreneur Rising Academy. So the question is, where will Baby Biscuit go next? Well, stay tuned!
Welcome back, Biscuits. We're here speaking with TJ from What's the Biz? Can you tell us about your journey into monetizing the show and what this has taught you?
Ooh, you got the heavy-hitting questions. Okay, so first, What's the Biz started out as a hobby. I was just a girl with a camera. And then I took this program called Early Risers Academy under Launch Dayton. And they really taught me how to monetize it by, seeking out sponsors, doing something else with What's the Biz rather than just, the episode. So I had to expand What's the Biz as a part, like as a contracting service too. So I'm like, okay, what kind of businesses can I contract with? What's the Biz highlights Black businesses. We're connected with Black businesses. Okay, we made all of these connections. Let's connect with their resources so that we can, tell them about the resources available. So I went and kind of looked up what resources were available to Black businesses or minority-owned businesses, and a few popped up. So the Greater Estate Incubator is an organization that we work with to get the word out. And we're able to do it in a bigger way. We're able to invest our time and energy into it instead of just sharing stuff. I'm always going to share resources. But if you pay me, we can make a fun video and we can, share it and be more intentional about how we share it. So it was just kind of like finding like what else could I do under the What's the Biz umbrella. So the episodes are still free for Black-owned businesses, which I was like, I'm not charging. Because that's the thing, people wanted me to charge Black business owners for these episodes. And I'm like, no, like I want to keep them free. So it's kind of like finding another way to get, money that will pay for the seasons, but also pay me and my team. Oh my gosh. That was really important to me, like to make sure that I pay my team what I could, what they wanted. So I always ask at the beginning of every season, like, how much do you want to charge me? Don't give me the frame price. Like, tell me what you want to be charging. I'll go find it. So yeah, sponsorships and contracts are really what gets us the big bucks.
Wow, incredible. So outside of the show, I know you've been able to expand your influence by moderating panels for Launch Dayton Startup Week or the Greater West Dayton Incubator. What's it been like to expand your influence in this way?
It's been great because that's my dream. I'm definitely very selfless. And these past couple of years, I feel like I've been focusing on like, how can I do for other people? But being able to moderate panels and host, events and stuff like that, I feel like that stuff brings me so much joy, like 100% joy. So it's been a really great experience, and I really hope to expand. And, I love dating, like go outside of dating, go bigger and bigger and bigger, and be international, one day. So I'm really grateful for my community, just accepting me and providing these opportunities, paid opportunities, you know what I'm saying? Because some people, they want you to do stuff for free, which it depends on what it is. I probably would do it for free. I have a son I'm taking time away from, a business I'm taking time away from. So being able to do that stuff and finding people that value your time, and like, hey, we love what you do so much, we want to pay you like that. And I don't know, that's like, people are like alignment, like that is alignment. Is this a G-rated show?
Well, mostly.
That is a career orgasm. It's like, oh my gosh, I get to do what I love and get paid for it. So it's just been life-changing, and it shows me I can do whatever I want to do as long as I ask and I'm truthful with what I want to do.
That's incredible. You just gotta command it. Yeah. You're an inspiration. This is what Baby Biscuit Town wants to be one day.
It will, I'm telling you.
So, is it true you love disco music?
Yes, I love it. My dad, funny story, my dad, he was born in the 50s. And he said in the 70s, in the late 70s, disco music started coming out. And so there were only two stations in Dayton. There was like the black station and then the white station with the rock music and stuff like that. So he knows a lot of rock songs because he would never listen to the radio station that he was supposed to listen to. But I love disco music. We literally just went on a road trip and I couldn't play none of the songs, but that's okay.
Oh darn. I love it too. It's just like Heat Wave and all those. It's like
Donna Summer, who else? Earth, Wind and Fire, when they started doing a little disco.
Oh yeah.
I really got put on because of Roll Bounce, I believe. I think so. Like when I heard that Donna Summer song on there, I was just like doing so much research trying to figure out the music. And so yeah, it just takes you to another place,
Oh yeah, we love it. So what can audiences expect from season 4 of What's the Biz with TJ?
Oh, well, yeah, another exclusive. I like that. We haven't really talked about this. We're going to take it in a different direction. It's really time to get serious, very serious about Black-owned businesses. They're in trouble. As always, the world adjusts, or America adjusts to Black people. So I might take it back a little bit. So back in the day, when there was slavery, Black people were dying like days as soon as they got here. And so they would adjust to slavery, like, loosen it. Then they started letting, people get married and the lifespan would last longer. So I say all that to say America adjusts to us, and so they're starting to see like Black businesses, they're starting to like really be supported. And so what they're doing is like taking Black businesses under, an umbrella and still getting paid and still making money off of our businesses. We have slummy landlords, so a lot of Black businesses have slummy landlords that, let's say you're a business and they won't fix your air conditioner. It's 95 degrees in Dayton. You have to shut your business down for a couple of days. That hurts Black businesses.
Right.
Different restrictions and policies. Like you might have a business somewhere in the city and they're telling you in your business you can't have live music or certain things to, help grow your business. Like that's a problem. And so What's the Biz in season 4? We really want to like expose those things, but also talk to the community about how we can stop this stuff. These are the people that are doing this. Don't support them, or this is how we avoid these things. So I just really want to get to the root. Yes, we can support Black-owned businesses with our money, but it's something deeper there. Like we got to get them out of these like chokeholds from
wow,
evil people.
That's incredible. It's going to be like investigative journalism, exposés. Stay tuned, guys. You're not going to want to miss next season of What's the Biz.
I know. Like, that's why it's taking me so long to do it, because it's just going to be so much researching. Like, I can't go out there and be like, this is what you're doing. Like, I really have to know what I'm talking about. So I was pretty bummed that I couldn't put out a season for August, because I've been putting out seasons consecutively, but this is the right thing to do, and I'm excited to do it the right way. Like, I just want to do it the right way, and that's what it is.
Absolutely, and you will, damn it. So thank you so much, TJ, for being on the show today. Where can we find you?
Follow me on Instagram at what'sthebiz_, or you can follow my personal page at Tajel Jarre on Instagram as well.
Thanks for watching, Biscuits.
Update! Be sure to catch Season 2 of TJ's web series, Moments of Clarity, premiering January 18th.
Hey, Biscuits! Thanks for watching. See you next time on Baby Biscuit Town.